Hiya! So the majority of this video is in response to Nerd Factor champion Mitten Sony's recently posted bucket list. And as it's nearly Halloween, I thought I'll wear a costume. Let's just kick right off with the weird and embarrassing. Mitten mentioned that he'd like to build a life-size replica of Captain Kirk's chair. I too have the strange desire to create something from the original Star Trek universe. There's a certain uniform worn by Captain Kirk that I would love to create a pattern for. I can't really design it for myself because, unfortunately, being female, there are certain fit issues that I can't really work around, which of course means that in order to complete this particular item on my bucket list, I need a captive male assistant who's willing to act as a model for sparkly space gear from the 60s. Preferably one who's gonna stick around and, wear it from time to time. Fellas? In a somewhat related vein, I'd like to have a kid with someone who allows me to give them the name of a fictional character. It doesn't have to be the first name. I can bury it in the middle. I want to train a dog. Like get it when it's a puppy and then turn it into this fantastic genius helper friend with fur. I want to really learn to play the piano. You know how in movies they always show Ireland as like these rolling green hills with sheep and all these jaggedy rocks sticking up everywhere? I really want to just go sit on one of those rocks. I want to publish something that I've written. I want to build my own house. I want to discover or invent something. I studied chemistry in college, and so I'd like to get in with like a research team and find out something really cool about the universe. But I'd settle for like a new way to hang toilet paper on the wall. I want to climb a mountain. It doesn't necessarily have to be a big one. I just sort of want to stand on top of one and, yodel. I want to become fluent in another language. I really want to graffiti something. Does that make me a bad person? And finally, before I die, I'm going to beat Mario 64. Thanks, Mitten. As always, look forward to your next video. Alright, Trevor. We alone? Good. Let's take off the goggles and be serious for a minute. Now I can see why you came to me with this defining the relationship question. Considering, of course, that I've never actually been in one. Wow, got some pretty good goggle lines going on there. Yikes. Anyway, in all my objective outsider splendor, I have a couple of thoughts on the subject. I don't think that it's necessary for something to be named in order for it to be something. For example, if Jack and Jill have been dating for 10 years and live together and have a couple kids, Jack can go around saying, "Hey, this is just some chick I'm dating," all he wants, but he's in a relationship. However, it's really difficult to pin down that point where dating becomes a relationship without formalizing it in some way. Now, this formalization could come about in a couple of ways. First, and probably most obvious, is to have a discussion with your significant other and say, "Hey, significant other, are you my significant other?" Alternatively, it could kind of happen on accident. Like, maybe one day you're walking down the street and you see your friend Sally Ann and you go, "Hey, Sally Ann, how's it going? This is my boyfriend, Joe McDougal-Fritz." And if instead of going, "What? I thought we were just messing around. You're smothering me," Joe McDougal-Fritz goes, "Boyfriend, huh? I like the sound of that." Then Joe McDougal-Fritz is your boyfriend. While the only way to really keep accurate tabs on where you are as a couple is to, discuss stuff as a couple, I think a lot of people probably just date until one of them drops boyfriend or girlfriend and the other one is okay with it. And that's probably alright too. Oh, and regarding gefilte fish, 1, I hate you. 2, I'm having some difficulty finding it in the grocery store, so bear with me. And 3, I don't really hate you. I totally deserve it. See you next week, Trevor.